that went in there. Huh. I don't know what it does, but it goes in your car. Anyway, welcome back everyone. We're going to this place, hopefully. It's gonna make us drive all the way through there, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. I guess we'll soon find out. There is a huge update coming for this game, actually. I'll leave a link to the article I read. But they're bringing in endless expeditions, so you could just keep on driving in this continuous road trip mission style and get a whole heap of resources and stuff on the endless mission. That looks pretty cool though. And they've changed it so you can actually save in the missions, because apparently the missions you can go for hours in just one mission. Yeah, I can't just go there. I've got to drive through. Well, that's a bit butts. Oh, I forgot to change my tires.
Hey driver, sorry about all that mess with Oppie. There's no question, Oppie is a once-in-a-generation genius. I've watched her manipulate wavelengths with nanometer precision without batting an eye. So, yeah, to see her go from being the sharpest person in the room to what she is now is disappointing. This place, it leeches away your sanity day by day. So for Oppie to live here in complete isolation, locked away with only bad memories and expired medication, nothing good comes of that.
I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I knew why she suddenly cares so much about the remnants.
So are they like worried about Oppie?
Speaking of Oppie, you're not gonna like this, Francis, but I'm starting to think we can't do this alone. Look, it's not that I doubt our abilities, but no one knows the zone like that old man.
You heard what she said. She'll sabotage this remnant before helping us.
Right. Well, she'll come around to our charms.
No, she won't. Nothing in the 13 years we spent in R&D proof that she's open to working with anyone. She dug her heels in so deep that she wrestled everyone down into the grave with her. I can't be involved if she is.
What are you talking about? This is the entire reason we stayed behind, to write the record of the zone. Not about the experiments and the technology, but to tell the legends of the land.
I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want her advice. I don't want to hear her goddamn voice.
This isn't like you. What's going on, Francis? Is there something I should know?
No.
All your work in limb R&D, all the time you spent, your entire career, your entire life. You sacrificed it all for honor, and how did they thank you? With a black hole in your resume, where you can't tell anyone what you did. You couldn't even tell people where you wiped your ass for 10 years. So no, I'm not letting this go. Not for me, but especially not for you.
That's not... Never mind.
You know, sometimes I wonder, how much of you staying here was actually to hunt these legends? Or if it was because you had nowhere else to go.
Ouch. I didn't know if going through here would stop that convo, and I wanted to listen to it, so I stopped. This place looks very bizarre. What is this? So, I've never seen those red ones before. I'm wondering if that's how I get the unstable energy though. I have a... Hang on. I should probably fix that. Oh, that's a steel door. So that's my only steel door. So is this door broken? They definitely did not like me taking that red one though. I don't know what that blue symbol means either. Not recognized. What's not recognized? And it looks like those yellow things move all around the map. I'm gonna go this way. Was that like an acid cloud? This place is definitely creepy. I wonder what the inner area is gonna look like. Cough box. Okay. What is that? Pickpocket. Is he gonna like steal my stuff? Keep on going. Yeah, anyway, the new update for Pacific Drive comes out April 3rd. Bloody mannequins are back. What is that? Yee-hee! Oh no, that's water. Okay.
ready, driver? Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map. See them? Head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You're sending them to the visions?
Sure am. We're gonna use this.
My optical vassalizer. We shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades. No way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad. It's gonna be a surprise for your birthday. Oh, I've gone ahead and made an itty-bitty modification to your headset, driver. I've hooked up the vassalizer here to modulate your scan function. Think of it like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich.
What are you using the vassalizer for?
No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning. Driver, get ready to feast your eyes on the visions.
Yep, totally can't wait. The painter? Oh, this one's got no fuel. That one's got a little bit of fuel. Oh, that's water.
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him. Oh, look at me babbling away. Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just... I'd rather not.
Hey, come on, we talked about this. You should be proud of your work. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay, well, Francis's theory, his entire branch of research was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomena that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device. Ah, the Bigfoot mural. My personal favorite.
Am I going up there?
Is it just me, or did this mural look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's been decades after all.
No, Something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way? Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
Well, I'm not actually going up there? I guess not. I didn't know scanning that thing would cut them off.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural, do not eat it. No, no matter how tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again. You've probably passed the biogenerators by now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself! And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. And then, the sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the walls, set up camp, and they got to investigating. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
Never get in the way of a hungry Sasquatch.
So they've had a Bigfoot?
The inverting doorway.
Ugh. I don't like this one. So we told you about them. Oh, did you see that, Francis? Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here, it's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar.
If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is! Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus... See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work!
I don't think this is the basiliser's doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision. So we told you about the mass hallucination. Hundreds of people, 30 seconds of crazy, yada yada. But there was one instance where that event and the remnants intersected. The story of Laura Cesari. Laura worked at ARDA as an executive secretary. She put in her hours, but she spent her evenings with a real passion. Painting. When the hallucination event swept through, Laura was overtaken like everyone else. But for her, the visions didn't stop. She tried painting them, but grew frustrated at her inability to recreate what she saw. Now at first, ARDA wrote her off as one of the many whose brains got scrambled by what they saw. Until Laura stumbled across a
Rusty can of paint in the woods. It was a remnant. Once she started using this paint, the visions in her paintings began to come true. She painted feverishly for over a year, chasing the visions the entire time. Until the day the paint ran empty.
And then she disappeared. Like all remnant holders do.
Now that we know the remnants and the mass hallucination are related, maybe Laura's visions can help us out. So about that last vision.
I can't move without hitting one. What is that? I was nowhere near that one.
the station. The wind is blowing us away.
The great pile-up.
You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the three locations together, and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Hoppy, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the Basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
Know what? Hoppy?
Not my story to share.
My theory. And that Basilizer, they're, illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close.
I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants accessed those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
But listen, I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, we'll find they can prove your theory. It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Hoppy have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
Let's, he'll come around. Sorry, driver, we'll see you back at the auto shop.
I don't know if he is gonna come around. He seems pretty upset.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the ARDA database, and what turns up? But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What? No, the doctor died in 1961. In the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that Deep Zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility?
But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so. The driver should give the Red Meadow ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but... do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
Where are we going? Oh, there. Oh my golly gosh, that is forever away. Is there like another way through the wall through this way? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, well that is it for today's episode. Who would have thought the ARDA company was lying to people? Oh my goodness, what a shock. Yeah. I wanna know more about Francis though. I wonder if his actual research and stuff was actually viable, because like he lost the funding, so I don't know. I might upgrade everything on my car. I'm definitely putting those tires on. I keep on forgetting. But I'm going to scrap these tires, put the new ones on. And I didn't realise, but I lost these two side panels. Whoopsie! But I will replace them with something better. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this episode. I might... today, maybe. I've got a lot of video editing to do. But I will try and get us to the point where we can get to that one, and then I'll record that episode. Yeah, I'm hoping we can just go through there, because that looks like a highway, and then that highway might just take us to there, hopefully. We'll see. But when I do that run, I'll just gather resources and stuff as well. And then we can go straight to there next episode. Alright. Yeah. Well, you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one.